Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make a finger knit ear warmer in 15 minutes. If you don't know how to finger knit, then it's probably going to take you a little bit longer, but if you already know how, then it should take you 15 minutes or less to make this. What I used was this chunky yarn. It's called the Lion Brand Woolies Chunky Yarn, and it's in the color, let's see, 131 Moss. That's the color of this one, and that's what I used in the middle here. And then on the edges I used the, I believe it's Lion Brand yarn, the Thick and Quick yarn. I'm not sure the name of the color. It might be linen or something like that. That's one of my favorite yarns to use. I also made this one, which came out a little bit longer, and this was also a Lion Brand Thick and Quick yarn. And the middle one here is Bernat Roving yarn. So to make a two-tone ear warmer, you'll need 2 balls of yarn in contrasting colors. I'm actually going to use this yarn here for the next one that I make, and this is Bernat worsted yarn in True Gray, and I'm going to use this one along with it. You can just buy 1 ball of yarn and make it all one color. It doesn't have to be 2 colors. I just like the look of that better than using 1. So let's go ahead and get right into the tutorial. You want to go ahead and make your slip knot. So you're just going to pull out just a few inches. Pinch them together just like this, the 2 strands here. Well, it's 1 strand, but fold it in half and pinch it together. Put your thumb and pointer finger in, and then twist it and grab that working yarn that's attached to the ball of yarn. So then after you make your slip knot, you want to put it onto your pointer finger and then just tighten it up by pulling on the working yarn. Okay, so here's how you start to finger knit. What you're going to do is you're going to wrap it around each of your next 3 fingers from the back to the front. So I'll show you that again. You have the slip knot on your pointer finger, and then you're going to go around the back of your middle finger, wrap it around, back of your ring finger and wrap it around, and the back of your pinky and wrap it around. And then you're going to go back the other way. You're going to go behind your ring finger and then loop around. Same with your middle finger, loop around, and same with your pointer finger, loop around. Now, one thing you want to remember is you're always going to have 1 finger with just 1 loop on it, and then 3 fingers with 3 loops. Sorry, Remy is growling at something. So your next step is going to be to pull this first loop on these 3 fingers over the second loop and off of your finger. So just kind of pull it over and let it drop off. Same with this one. And same with this one. Okay? It's not going to look like much at first. So then just kind of pull it back off onto your fingers further back so that doesn't fall off. So now you have 1 loop on all 4 fingers. So now you're going to take that working yarn again and wrap it around again, these 3 fingers. And now you'll notice, now this finger only has 1. So you're always going to have 1 finger, whether it's your pointer or your pinky finger, that only has 1 loop on it. So now that you have these 3 new loops, you're going to go ahead and pull that first loop over the second one. Okay? And go ahead and slide it back on your fingers again because you don't want them to fall off. Okay. Now take the working yarn and go around your fingers again. So this is my 3rd row that I'm making. And then go ahead and pull that first loop over the second one. And you're just going to keep doing this until you have the length that you want. Okay, so here's what I have. I did a total of 27 rows. And you can just measure it by wrapping it around your head while it's still on your fingers and see if you think it's big enough. If you're making it for a child, obviously you do less rows, or if you have a larger head, then you do more rows. But I did 27 rows all together. So now I'm going to show you how to end it. You're going to take your working yarn and you're going to cut it at about 6 inches. And now you're going to take it, you're going to go to the opposite side of the row that the working yarn is coming from. So since it's on my pointer finger, I'm going to go over to my pinky and I'm going to start wrapping it through the stitches while keeping them on my fingers. So wrap it through and then you can pull the stitch off, and then you're going to go through this one, pull it, and then go through this one, and through the last one. Okay, and then you're going to take it, let's see, find all the stitches. You're going to go through them one more time, and then before pulling that tight, you want to go through, kind of make a knot, and then you can pull on it. Pull it tight. Okay, that's how it ends it. And you can go to the other end, and it's kind of loose over here, so you want to do the same thing. Take the yarn, it's on the end, and you want to go through both of those like that, and then go through the loop just like that, and then pull it tight. Okay, so here's what you have. That's 27 rows. Now you want to make one more of these in this color, and you want to make one of them with the contrasting color if you're using two different colors. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will be right back and show you how to attach all of them. Okay, now we have our 3 strands, our 3 separate pieces. And this is basically what it's going to look like when it's all done, but we have to attach all 3 pieces now. So what I'm going to do is take a strand from my main color and I'm going to turn all these over so that we're looking at the back of them. We're going to wrap it through this stitch and this stitch here. So take it, pull it through. Now you want to pull enough to do the whole thing. So I pulled a couple feet there. So then you go to the next 2, and you can see them here. Go under these 2 strands here and these 2 strands. Pull it through. Okay. And we're going to do it again. And if you know how to arm knit an infinity scarf, this is how you sew the ends together on an infinity scarf. It's really simple. So just keep wrapping it through the stitches, around and then through, matching them up as you go, matching up all the stitches. As you can see, it's sewing it together. Go all the way to the end. And now I'm on my last 2 stitches. Okay. And you're just going to leave that there for now. You don't have to tie a knot yet, but when you cut this end, you want to cut it from the ball of yarn. Just cut like 6 inches from the ear warmer. Okay, so that's what we have so far, and now we're going to do that to the other piece. So we have our 3rd piece here. Remember to turn it upside down. Again, we're going to take our main color and we're just going to start sewing these two together. Remember to pull a couple feet. Alright, so I've finished attaching those 3 pieces together, and now I'm going to cut about 5 or 6 inches to be done with this ball of yarn. Alright, now you can see that we have all these strands here. What you want to do is take all of them together, and you're going to tie a knot with all of them together as close as you can to the edge of the warmer, and make sure you get all the pieces. Okay, and then pull all the strands tight as you can. And that's what it looks like. And then you're going to do the same thing to this end. And that's that. Okay, and then this is what you have. You don't want to cut these too short, because this is what you're going to use to tie it onto your head. But if you don't want them to be all uneven like that, then you can just cut some of them. These scissors are really dull, to make it look a little bit better. And I'll do the same thing to this end. Alright, and that's it. Now if you wanted to, you could cut these all the way off, or you could weave them in, and you could add a button to the edge somehow. Sew a button on here, and then do it that way, to attach it that way. But I find that you would have to knit more rows that way, because with these strands you're able to kind of adjust it a little bit more on your head to make it a little loose or a little tighter. But with a button, it's basically just one size. Alright guys, so that's it for this project. As you can see, you can do it in all different colors, any 2 colors that you want, or you can do a solid colored one. All you have to do is knit the 3 pieces, 27 rows each, and then sew them together using the main color yarn, and then tie the ends just like that, and then you have this very simple, very cute ear warmer that's perfect for winter. It's perfect to give as a gift. It's cheap to make and it's fast, so it's just a really nice, easy project altogether.